Hi there, and welcome to Nintendo's E3 press conference video. Now, they didn't really have a conference, they had the Nintendo Direct thingy, but finally, it's the final one. E3 is pretty much over, aside from, you know, Nintendo Treehouse, which I'm actually currently watching at this very moment, but let's talk about what they've showed us. Now, like I said with Bethesda, Nintendo has perfected the Nintendo Direct version, and they actually pretty much did a good job. They didn't do anything bad, actually. Nothing that really made me scream out in joy, aside from one thing. You might know what it is, but, well, let's get through it. It was a bit short, I think shorter than, again, Bethesda's, which was 30 minutes. I think this was like 25, maybe a bit over. It started, Nintendo had a small montage where they showed ARMS, Rocket League, yes, Rocket League, Pokken Tournament, FIFA, Splatoon 2. And they kind of focused on a bit more tournament side with those. I think it was a bit strange. They only showed, you know, adults. They didn't show any kids throughout this entire Nintendo Direct, which I think is interesting considering, you know, Nintendo. Please forgive me. It's been a couple of long days. So, Reggie walked in right after that montage, and he talked, you know, he walked in like a badass. Kind of reminded me of that one meme video or something. I don't know. And he just talked about the greatness of being a gamer and the greatness of having games and stuff like that. And the first thing they showed us was Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I didn't play the first one, so I don't really care about that. It looked super anime, and I don't want to sound, yeah, it was super anime, you know, scantily clad woman, you know, super edgy characters, the main character being that spiritful boy with dreams and stuff like that. So yeah, Xenoblade was there, Chronicles 2. I think we've already heard of it earlier, but yeah, still there. Then we jumped into a new game that nobody expected, and that was Kirby. It was an Untitled Kirby game. It will be out in 2018. It will be co-op, up to 4 players. It looked really nice. I have only played Kirby Planet Robobot, and you know, I did make that Kirby video, so I really like Kirby now. So, in the mind of Kirby. If you haven't seen it, watch it. So I'll definitely get that. Who doesn't love Kirby? One of their iconic characters. Nintendo only having the iconic ones. Nobody else have anyone that's up to par with Nintendo's characters. Then they jumped into Pokemon Company's area where they talked about Pokken Tournament Lux. You know, they just kind of simply said, yeah, it exists, it will be out soon. I did not write when it will be out, but yeah, it will come out soon. And I'm a bit unsure if I'll get it, because I have it on Wii U, and none of the new characters really interest me. There will be new characters for those who, you know, are interested. But what did interest me is that they only mentioned it, but they're currently now working on a Pokemon RPG for the Switch. That sounds awesome. I really hope it will be different from the old Pokemon, not Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Colosseum. Was that the word? Was that the game? I think so. Wait, I actually have it here, I think. Pokemon Gale. Okay, it's simply called Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Gale of Darkness. Yeah, so I don't know, the new RPG, that sounds awesome. It'll be on the Switch. A full-on Pokemon RPG. I hope it will be cool. And then they were done with that, and then we come to the biggest surprise. This one actually got me really excited. Metroid Prime 4. Now, the only Metroid game I've ever played was on an old cell phone, you know, an old Nokia cell phone. A very ugly Nokia phone with a small screen in the middle, and you had, you know, kind of an analog thingy on the left, and, you know, all the numbers to the right that you had to use as buttons. It was really ugly. But I've always wanted to jump into Metroid because of Samus. She's a badass. And the only thing I've kind of seen on YouTube, you know, that I've found randomly was Other M. And yeah, that game didn't do her justice as a character. Gameplay-wise, apparently it's good gameplay-wise, but, you know, story, ugh. So it's now in development. They only showed this title screen with, you know, the under text. Now in development for the Switch. So, bit sad about that, but that at least Samus is alive again. It's kind of weird that they've almost killed her off. She is one of their iconic characters, one of the first female video game characters, so it's really weird. But anyway, she has returned. Happy about that. Also, they didn't show this in the very presentation, the Direct, but there will be a 3DS game coming out soon with Samus Metroid. Yes, a full-on Metroid game. Samus Returns, I think it's called, which is, I think it's a revitalization of a remaster of the Return of Samus 2, Metroid 2, Return of Samus, and they will have an amiibo for it, which is cool. Amiibo for both Samus and a Metroid. That's what they're called, those brains. And the brain thing will be squishy, that's cool. Right after Metroid, they showed a new Yoshi game, a Paper Yoshi style game. Like, Yoshi was 3D, but the world was very paper-esque. It was untitled like the Kirby one, and I will admit it did not look that interesting. I think it's because the last Kirby game, Woolly World... 2 seconds. Okay, I'm sorry, they're showing off a new Mario and Luigi game right now on Nintendo Direct. I'm sorry, but I have to film this right now. What is it? Yeah, Woolly World I liked it for the most part, but it was super easy, and no Yoshi game has been able to live up to Yoshi's Island yet, the original Yoshi's Island, so... And this one doesn't look like it, sadly. But, still, a new Yoshi game, if you're interested in that, it'll be out. 2018, no title yet. Fire Emblem Warriors, I loved Hyrule Warriors, it was the game that I played most on my Wii U, actually, yeah, more than Smash and Mario Kart 8, surprisingly. And, a bit worried about this game, because they've said that they will focus mostly on the earliest of Fire Emblem characters and the latest, with Awakening and Fates, I believe it's called. I didn't play that one, so they will kind of not focus on the one in the middle. And my favorite characters are in Fire Emblem 7, you know, Lady Lindis, Sign, Kent, you know, those characters. So, and also they showed in Nintendo Direct later that there are so many bosses, like every time you get a new mission. They didn't show this in Direct, but I just want to put some of my nervosities, is that the word, right now. And that's every time you get a new mission, the game stops just to tell you, new mission, undertext what it is. Every time you level up, everything stops. Level up, jump in. So I hope that they will look at that and understand that always stop you from playing the game is a bit annoying, but the music sounds amazing and it's Fire Emblem, and I love the Warriors game and I love Fire Emblem, so yeah. I'm gonna play it. Skyrim. I think everyone has talked about Skyrim this E3. Every single press conference. But they had to, you know. I understand. They have to mention Skyrim. It was only a small mention. They didn't focus on it, but you know, Bethesda to Switch. I'm happy about that. I just hope that it means that. The next Elder Scrolls will be on the Switch, you know, Elder Scrolls 6 whenever it comes out. Hopefully. I don't know, it'll be probably a few years till it comes out, to be honest. So maybe not. Just make games for the Switch, make it successful. Then they talked about Zelda Breath of the Wild, and they talked about the DLC showcase. First I showed the first DLC, which there are 2 DLC packs in Breath of the Wild, and the first one being just the hard mode, which I do not like. The stuff they're doing there, they're not adding anything interesting in. They're putting artificial difficulty in, and I don't like that. So the whole DLC pack 1 I'm not interested in. They will have a challenge area with a Master Sword and yeah, not for me. But DLC pack 2, I almost teared up. I'm not joking. I actually felt, you know, what do you call it, when your throat just kind of tightens and you feel you're choking. I almost choked a bit because it seems like the DLC pack 2, the story DLC, will focus on the 4 champions, my favorite characters, and because I was so invested in the story, even though there weren't that much to it in Breath of the Wild, just please let me save the champions, please. And the music, oh my god, yeah, I can't wait to jump back to that game. I love Breath of the Wild. They will also have amiibos for the 4 champions, and what the hell did you do to Mifa? She looks horrible. My favorite of the champion. My fish shoe. My shoe? My sushi. My sushi looks horrible in amiibo form. Fix that face. Everyone else looks great. I'm gonna buy them. Anyway, then they talked about Mario plus Rabbids the Kingdom Battle. Again, it looks really interesting. I can't wait to play it. I still am a bit put off by the Rabbids, but I'll still play it. They also went into a small Rocket League part. I didn't play Rocket League. I have it on my PS4. I haven't played it because I don't have any friends, no. I don't know anyone who else who has it. So yeah, why should I play it then? It's a very play with friends kind of game. And finally, Super Mario Odyssey. Wow. When I first saw the reveal for it, I was very, I was excited when I first saw it. I was like, ooh, cool, a new 3D Mario from, I mean, we've only really had 2 in, a big world. Super Mario 64 and Sunshine. The Galaxy games being more of a there are stages, you aren't in a full-on world. So being able to return to this is great. It looks fantastic. Of course, Switch isn't the most powerful of consoles, so I could see a couple of pop-ins here and there when they showed it on the Direct. But again, it's Mario Odyssey. It looks really great. You can customize Mario, you have customization, you can control enemies, so you can have tons of options in gameplay. You can control a bullet bill so you can fly around over, chasms. You can control a hammerhead to throw, hammers, or so much gameplay, and I love that. The bosses also seems a bit more difficult from the small portion that we saw, and there's so cool cutscenes, and I love Mario. I want to see more of it. I'm really excited. The music they use in the trailer is so upbeat and so typical Mario, with actual, lyrics to the song. Okay, still that 3DS game. I've been listening to that song a lot through the trailer. I can't find the full-on soundtrack or the theme on YouTube. I hope I'll find it eventually, because it's kind of like, I don't know, upbeat, happy, and just what it encapsulates everything what Mario is. Happiness, adventure, and just dreams coming true. Mario is the most iconic video game character that exists, so I'm happy that he still shows that he got it. It'll come out the 27th of the 10th? Yeah, 2017, so pretty soon. Isn't that's 4 months away. Can't I love video games. I love the Switch. The Switch have been really good so far. And that's it. That was all. Again, it's okay as they have the treehouse thingy, but so overall, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, not really that interested in it. Too anime for me. I don't have anything directly against anime, but the tropes are starting to get to me. I'm starting to see many of the cliches in the games that I play that, have that kind of style. Kirby, Unnamed Kirby, coming out 2018. It will be co-op. It looks extremely entertaining. I hope you can play co-op through the internet. Pokémon Tournament, Pokemon RPG, yeah. Metroid Prime, yes. Metroid on, they didn't talk about it, but I just want to mention it so everybody knows. Metroid on the 3DS, which I will buy the second it comes out. Yoshi, Unnamed Yoshi, I don't like how it looks, sadly. I hate to say that, but that's just how I feel about it. But again, new Yoshi, whatever. Siren Warriors, a bit nervous, but it's there. Celebrate with Wild DLC, the first DLC pack, don't really care about it. The second, I got emotional. I mean, that should really say something, right? Mario plus Rabbids, the Kingdom Battle. Weird. I'll buy it because it looks really interesting. Rocket League, never tried before. It's, been out for a long time now. and Mario Odyssey, which looks amazing. And because of this, most of the games at the show will not be out soon, so 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. I think that's a good one. If they had shown actual gameplay of Metroid Prime 4 or anything of that, I mean, I would take it up to a 9, because Metroid have been dead for how many years? Yeah, it's insane. Definitely the Prime series. That was GameCube. Wow. How many years was that? Okay, whatever. So, 7 out of 10. So, now, E3 is done. At least the conferences and stuff like that. Just to kind of end with this. Who do I think won? I don't really like to put it on that, but this is how I kind of enjoyed it. Microsoft will be number 1. They just did it right. I really liked what they had to show. What they had to show us. Number 2, we have Ubisoft. I have never seen them really be this powerful before. So good on them. Happy to see that you're doing fine. Number 3, Nintendo. Nintendo, it wasn't that long, and obviously I should take that into consideration, but this is about what I think. So yeah, Nintendo on 3rd. 4th, Sony. We knew everything they talked about, so that's really weak, I just have to say. Then we come to EA. I can't even remember what EA did. 2 seconds, I need to check. They didn't really do anything special for me. I didn't make a video of it, obviously, so very 50-50. It had a lot of weird movements. The only thing that really I cared about there was pretty much Star Wars. So EA under there, and finally Bethesda. Bethesda was just bad, to be honest. Those are my thoughts. Hope that you enjoyed it. What did you think about this year's E3? I will admit, overall, it was a bit more not that hype of an E3 this year. But, you know, you need to have a couple of rainy days to enjoy the sunny ones. So next year, I'm sure there will be tons of interesting stuff. But anyways, I'm KingJGrim or KingJGrim, whatever you prefer. I hope that you enjoyed this year's E3. I will now sit down to enjoy on that TV back there Nintendo Treehouse. See you guys later. Bye. I will focus on In the Mind of. I will work really hard, I promise you. I know who I want to talk about. Bye.